Hello again, everyone. I'm Nesbitt. You're the people of Skyrim. Let's get in game and continue these final steps towards the EMB preset that will be out the beginning of February or end of January. That's the EMB preset Setting Suns. The mod pack, the TPOSC mod pack, will be coming in February, end of February. Okay. Don't need those frames on. Done all that. I'll be seeing that when I'm playing.
We don't get many people like you visiting Winterhold. Usually it's elves. My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman?
So really what I'm doing now, folks, is just finishing off the final lighting checks for the EMB preset. I'm going to check a couple of the islands out as well. When I say islands, you know, like Foscar again, just to double check the lighting and interiors and stuff like that. And then I'll be finishing off, and then once I get the EMB preset Setting Suns out, which you can see here, I'm just going to tidy up and finish off the last few remaining very small, very tiny issues with the mod pack. I'm going to wait for some authors to update some stuff because they need to do so. With some recent updates with some mods. That was a change there between... What was that? I think that's probably this... I'll just have to check dawn and sunrise settings there. That felt a bit of a... I don't know, did you see that? Or was that my imagination? I just looked from one screen to another, so that might have just been my imagination there, but I'll stay aware. That's what I'm looking for, folks. Anything that's out of order. Transitions between dusk and dawn and all the rest of it, you know, sunrises, sunsets. Oh! I just love, I forgot the name of the mod. It's... Sorry, I'll just bring it up. I just love maximum destruction in maximum carnage. It's brilliant. And here's one of the sunrises of, I think it's sunrise, I'm quite sure, yeah, of the EMB preset Setting Suns. Where am I going? I'm going down into the gully. Here we go. And this is a TPOSC gully, settlement, folks. There's backstories to all of my work. If you're vigilant, in little notes, in books everywhere, this, that and the other, you'll find a diary and a chest in the Jarl's Lodge in Winterhold, and that just gives you a backstory to all of this. And so this really is just a sort of relaxed test. Look at that, look. And just checking out the EMB preset, and like I said, there's nothing, you know, that's really out of order that I've missed. I was talking as a flickering of light, but that's the transition between... Is that the moon there, I think? Might be. What's going on here? Just want to move, so... Okay, you see, the walkway here, if you notice the walkway, let's just get where it's not flickering so bad. I'm using a diffused file, and it's something I'm trying and testing out for the mod pack, and I'm going to try to edit it and see if I can improve it. There's no guarantees right now, but that's for the mod pack. The EMB preset itself is also with this diffuse file that I'm using for Majestic Mountains, and I've noticed I've got a little bit of stretching here. Look. Oh God, they're threatening me. Do you see the stretching here? So, but that's for the mod pack. That's got nothing to do with the EMB preset. It's just some small things that I need to finish off for the mod pack. But like I say, I will deal with those aspects once I've got the EMB preset out, which will be, look at that, oh, which will be end of Jan on the Nexus. And I do suspect, of course, that once the EMB preset is out, you know, that there will be things that I might have missed that people will pick up on, and of course the preset will be updated if required. All right. I'm just going to enjoy this view, folks. To be honest with you, I'm just going to have a sip of my drink, because there's no one with me right now, I don't think. So I'm just going to have a sip of drink and enjoy this transition, and decide whether I need to edit the file here for the skyline. If it's a bit too powerful. Just going to watch it a minute. Do some visual checks. It looks nice to me. I can't really complain about that. The LODs look okay. I like the ice as well from this mod pack. I can't remember who the author is. I changed all that, but this is nice. The sunrise is nice here, and really these are the things. These are the moments now that I like to watch and watch the transition between, you know, early dawn, the sunrise into the day. Because if something suddenly jumps in, then I need to alter some values. I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to go back to the walkway a minute, because I've never seen that flickering before that I saw. So it might have been just the transition between dusk and sunrise. I just want to see if the walkway flickers again. And that's got nothing to do with the EMB preset, I don't believe, folks. That's to do with the defuse file that I'm using and what I'm trying to achieve with these walkways. Because if you know... No Snow Under the Roof and other mods, you know, the walkways have always been an issue. You know, they always look so ugly, that painted sort of look. But with what I've got at the moment, I mean, it's still not perfect, all right, but it does look a hell of a lot better for me. And I'm going to try to edit this file and improve the value, improve the depth of the sort of soft snow look that we've got here. I mean, again, like I say, that's to do with the mod pack, and I will work on that. As for the EMB preset in this sunrise, I really like this. This is a bit more subtle. And that looks really nice, and I really do like that, especially with the choice of snow and, you know, iceberg textures that I've got and stuff like that. So this is pleasing, and again, I just want to watch these transitions from dusk to dawn to, you know, day and all that sort of stuff. Like I say, we're almost there now. Like I say, this is final test for the CMB, really. I've just got to double check some interiors, double check some, you know, other authors' mods. Just want to check Foscar again. I want to check Worms Tooth, not the quests, just again how the EMB is reacting to those island mods. So. Okay. Yeah. Let's just keep on running forward, I think. Check underwater. See if we get any strange lighting effects or anything. That doesn't look like it. That looks good to me. That looks very nice. just wondered if he might combust or break in half or something. Again, just checking the depth of field here. You know, and other aspects of the CMB. It's quite a strong depth of field, and I like that. But for my taste, but again, you can have that adjusted, or you can use other authors' EMBs to, you know, for your taste is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm drifting. I'm drifting in this environment actually because I really like it. It's again, you know, the foreground and the horizon blend nicely. The middle ground, if you like, it all blends seamlessly together. It looks really nice. So yeah, what's this here? Am I? Oh, that's all right. I think that's all right. Yeah, that's okay. It's just different from what I'm used to looking at. Okay. And again, once I've got the CMB preset out at the end of January, folks, I'll be focusing then solely on the mod pack now, in just tidying, you know, the TPOSC mod pack, and just finishing off the few remaining issues for that, which aren't many really. They're visual, if anything, you know. Well, I think I know what might be going on here. I mean, it could be. I can't remember. I have to check my overwrites. It looks okay, but it's just, you know, a couple of things that just don't feel quite right to me. That moon's nice there, rising up. And again, I'm also in the area that I'm in because, again, with the mob... What's that? Where is it? Bear. That's a bear. Where is it? Oh, there he is. All right, he might leave us alone. Let's just move on. What was I saying? Yeah, there's certain areas I haven't done a great deal of testing on. I've been just about everywhere, but you know, there's areas that need a bit more. Oh, nice. You know, just checking over. Oh, dear me. That's fantastic. I love that. So yeah, again, I mean, you know, I'm actually pretty confident of the EMB preset now and the mod pack. You know, it's been 8 months or so, probably longer to be honest with you, doing all this work. And oh shit. Actually, I'm gonna go, because this is bad news. I need some help here. Because these are, as you see, I haven't got a... Wow. Jesus, man. Oh. Wow. Ooh. Oh. I haven't got a lot of health, and I'm not really cheating, only in the sense of my weapon, and I need to, because these are added TPOSC bears, folks, and their level is about 45 from the beginning of the game. TPOSC is not linear. You know, you're going to get some big surprises if you play the game, or play the mod, sorry. And some people like those elements, some don't. But there are, like I say, elements there to help you as well. Like this follower, she's high-powered. There are other followers that will level up from you from the beginning. She's a bit more advanced if you want to use her, you know, for more challenging aspects of the TPOSC mod. But nevertheless, you know, if you give it time and get into it, you'll find it fun. Most people who give it some time, I generally find people will come along and complain bitterly to begin with. They just don't like, in some ways, what I do, or some aspects of, especially with the enemies and stuff. But I've had many people over the years come back after a few months of playing it and say, all right, I get it. And, you know, it's just a case of adjusting your thought processes and what you've been conditioned to. It's all conditioning. And that's what any change is. It's just changing it. Oh, let's just deal with these. Oh. I'm going to take the slow-mo off, actually. I'm not too keen on the slow-mo. I think Maximum Carnage has it. has a slow-mo on. Okay, let's just see if there's a... I'll just save a minute. Let's just see if there's a slow-mo option. I'm sure there was. I want to take that off. Yeah, slow-mo. Let's take those off. I don't want that. Lots and lots of slaughterfish. Very TPOS that. Interesting. Oh, that's even more interesting. A slaughterfish on land. I didn't realise they could do that. Ah, Skyrim. Do you know what, actually? I think I might talk about that when a few people join me if they do. If not, I might bring it up again later. I'll just touch on it now, though. Sometimes I can get games for really cheap. I'm on Steam, so they have their sales and everything. Or sometimes use a few points from Nexus downloads. And, I've looked at quite a few games over the years and played them since Skyrim came out. And to be honest with you, I'm going to have to say it. There's still not many games that I really enjoy like I enjoy Skyrim. The ability to move around the world that you can do. The only other game that I've really loved in the last 10 years, as much as Skyrim, was the Dragon Age series, except for the last one, to be honest with you. The first two Dragon Ages were brilliant. But, whether it's Kingdom Come Deliverance or God of War or whatever you want to look at, none of them they just don't do it, They're just not made in the same sort, For me, just Skyrim, again, it's still, even all these years later, what's going on here? Hunters. With other games that I've seen today and I've tried to play, it's just still, it was ahead of its time and it's still ahead of its time for me. In some aspects, not all, of course, but some. And again, obviously, because no one else has made an open world like Skyrim. I can't think of one game that even matches its open, the open world that it is. If you know a game better than Skyrim in that regard, let me know, because I don't know of one. I really don't. Let's... Oh. Enemies? What? Oh, it's those slaughterfish. Again, the follower's been following with no issues constantly, so that's always a good sign. Is that a Thalmor? No, it's not a Thalmor. Better say.
No offense.
Ah, right,
but
okay.
You're not looking so good.
Yeah.
You feeling ill?
Well, I'll go and use a shrine in a sec just to heal myself. We'll go to Dover Retreat, which is just over here. A TPOSC settlement now. If you are playing the current version of TPOSC, okay, let me just say, you will find a canopy underwater from this fisherman. Okay, and directly underneath there'll be a canopy in the water. I've just disabled that, and when I took it off the boat I didn't drop it down far enough and I forgot to disable it, but that edit's been sorted, just so you know. Alright, here's another follower of interest. I like this guy. Okay, in there. Oh, what's she doing? Why are you fighting the hawkers for? Just leave them alone, woman. Look. She should batter them, actually. Yeah. Not going to be much of a problem for her.
Get him! Kill him!
So we're going to Dover Retreat. This is one of many player homes that you can find. And it's actually linked up to a couple of other player homes as well. But there's a backstory. Okay. There's also a diary in Dover Retreat that gives you a bit more info on what's happened here. I'm just going to heal up. Grab an amulet, I guess. And there's a backstory to this home, okay, and to this hidden abode. And yes, it is Candle Hearth Inn. Just stripped back and remade for my use. Well, a copy of it, of course. Where am I going? I want the... Okay. I'm not going to give too much away if you don't know anything about my homes. I'll just come straight back out now I've healed up. Got my amulet. I think we should go and check out the Folk Wreath area, folks. I haven't done that in a long time. Most other areas I've been around, you know, checked out really well, because there are small issues in some areas. Riften, south side in particular. Not my settlement, but across to the south gate in the past, with one of the lodges that I placed there. That was very early on in the mod pack development. That was sorted some time ago, but you know, there were a couple of locations that were problematic. That's all been sorted. So I'm going to go to Folk Wreath, because actually what I am going to do first, let's just look at a sunset. See what sort of sunset we get. Hopefully it'll be nice. Looks like it's going to be. Ooh. Oh, a nice yellow one. A yellowish one. Lods look good. Okay. Can dig that. Obviously this mod pack incorporates the People of Skyrim Complete Luxfire and the Lux series. Luxfire, Orbis and Lux. And many other mods, of course, as well. We're going to go to
Climb
Folkreath.
and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear there's whole countries full of them down south.
Sky looks nice. Again, Folkreath is edited by TPOSC, every town, city and villages. But again, it's lightly edited. That's why you have a lot of settlements around the outskirts of the villages. I spread my content out rather than intensifying it into smaller areas. Again, this mod was originally made back in the LE days, so it was originally built, you know, with a different mindset due to the limitations of the game back in those days. But there's a lot of content, but it's just more spread out. We'll look at Folkreath in the morning. Let's just have a look at the inn, which is edited as well by TPOSC. Okay, and with Lux. Interior lighting. Okay, as you can see, there's a low roofing placed, and there's a loft, and there's an upstairs which you can investigate in your leisure, at your leisure if you play the mod.
At some point we should hire Tekla on here. If she could just spend less time serving Dengir.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Please don't. Get out of the way, woman. Move, you dumbass. Oh, for God's sake. And the lighting will change when we come into the morning. Because obviously it's 8. Oh, it's AM. Is it AM? Oh, it is the morning. I thought it was the night because it was so dark. That's 'cause it's, alright, let's go back outside then. Let's just see what the day brings. I just want a bit of light, folks. I thought it was coming into the evening for some reason. Okay, the sun hasn't hit the mountain tops yet. Cleared the peaks. Let's just roll forward an hour then. Alright, that's better. Okay, now we got some light. Okay, this is better. This is nice. And the theme of Folkreath was just a simple one for me to extend upon the Nordic ruins that were just, you know, located above the dungeon system and everything that was located above Folkreath. I was going to do a lot more, but I decided to just keep it very simple in plain. Again, for performance reasons, you know, not overcomplicate things. So when it comes to, for those that have potato PCs and stuff like that, when it comes to the civil wars and stuff like that, you know, it isn't going to stress their machines out. So they could use TPOSC as well as people with, you know, high-end PCs. So everything was done with a reason and a purpose, and Folkreath is fairly lightly modded, but tastefully so. I think, you know, it's not overdone. And again, for me, the way I see Nordic people, you know, even though their masonry was good, I guess, and whatever, they, you know, or the current Nordic people in Skyrim, I think they sort of live quite simply, just on top of what was there before, you know. I think Skyrim probably saw a hell of a lot of changes throughout its history. Well, it did, if you look at Lorwyn, you know, and the influences varied over time.
Folkreath was once full of wanderers and warriors.
So, like I say, it's lightly modded, but we're going to go into the wilds. And I'm just going to check out some other aspects of TPOSC in the Folkreath area, just make sure everything works okay. Excuse me. There's no issues or anything obvious in terms of lighting or the mod pack itself. So I think we'll skip to the outskirts, go past the Dark Brotherhood, and out into the wilds. I just want to go in different directions that I don't normally, you know, go in. Just looking for any anomalies or anything out of place. Let's save, because I don't think I've done that for a while. So we're just going to check the Folkreath area. And if you just joined me, welcome folks. I hope you're doing well. I hope you can hear me okay, and you know, you're enjoying the stream. Nice. Very good. I like that. Again, I like the tones, the colours, you know, the contrast. Again, the way the horizon in the background and the middle ground, you know, just the one of the things that I suppose what I'm trying to say here is one of the very notable things throughout my game over the years, because of you know, there wasn't the right mods, or LOD Gen wasn't as good as it is today right now, you know, and other stuff. E and B presets didn't quite fit what I was trying to do. That's why I've done my own and all in one. There was always something about the scenery that I was looking at in one location or another. They just didn't fit together. That wasn't seamless. And that's one of the things I've got with this E&B preset and this mod pack. It feels like a seamless environment. With the only one exception is sometimes when you're looking across excuse me, sorry. When you're looking across High Rothgard and you've got that skyline and that dodgy sort of horizon, it's always been an issue for Skyrim. I've dealt with that as best I can. I might be able to do better in the future, we'll see. But I'll get the mod pack out and I'll see what input people have to say, and we'll go from there. But in terms of everything else, it's pretty seamless. It looks really nice. Okay, let's go into the wilds now. I want to go into the wilds. Just have an adventure. Where's my follower? Let's see if she's with me. She should be. Am I missing her? Where is she to? Let's just double check. What's going on? We come out of oh, there she is. She's catching up. Alright, let's just see if she... Perhaps she found an enemy or someone to kill or something. She's acting a bit... Oh, God. She's running a bit funny. What is that all about? They do that now and again, I do notice, but that is rare. Anyway, let's head into the wilds. Let's see what's what. Oh, I haven't even got a bow and arrow yet. I must visit the Guardian Stones in a bit and see what I can pick up. Actually, let's just level up. I'm going to have a lot of level up here. Level up. I'm going to have about 14 or 15 level ups here. Oh, no, I'm not. I thought I was... Alright, okay. Oh, balls. Now I'm going to sneeze. Hold on, folks. Hey! Jesus, man. Oh. Ah, what a strike. Yeah, excellent. Great timing there, Nesbit. Now, what we got round here? Folkreath. There should be a TPOSC home round here as well. A lodge. There is a lot. There is. There. I know there is. I just don't know exactly where it is. I can't remember now. What's... Again, this looks nice. I love the fort textures here. That's Skyrim 2020X or 2020. let's just get straight in at these orcs. Oof. Yeah, I am cheating with my sword, folks. Again, this is a test. It's not me, you know. Look at the light in here. It's great.
Gonna rip you.
Who's left? Quite a few. I'm still getting that slow-mo. That must be vanilla, I guess, because I've turned off... oh, I better heal up.
I'll show you what a real
An arrow in the head or in the ear. An arrow in the ear. That would kill you, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Wonderful. Okay, let's move on. It's a nice test. Everything looks nice. Let's check the interior, I suppose. Let's have a little look in the interior. Just check the lighting of the interior here.
Never should have come here.
Ooh. Ooh. Well done, girl. Didn't have to do anything. Wonderful.
Do your worst.
Lovely jubbly. Looks okay to me. I'm happy with that. That's nice. I can't see anything at the moment because of all this light and flame effect, but that's better. It's coming back. Okay. Alright. Maybe a bit heavy on the particles in terms of that dust there, but I don't mind that myself. I quite like that. With all the candle light and the different lighting effects going on here. I quite like that myself, folks. Right, let's continue on. Oh, that's not out. Where's the way out? There it is. What time of day is it? Okay. I remember years ago, right, folks, there was a mod. I can't remember what it was called. It was at the LE days. And it placed a werewolf around here. Or across here. And it was a right bitch to kill. And it was one of the things that decided I'd add more difficult enemies into my game. Because I really enjoyed it. It was a challenge. And I died more than once. But I really liked it. And that was literally probably about 2012. When the mod first came out. Not long into the Sky, you know, early days of Skyrim. So now let me think about TPOSC. We're going to find there's plenty of things that TPOSC add to this area. Enemies predominantly bandits. There is a player home. I can't remember where it all is, but I know I'll come if I come across it. I come across it. But like I said, I just want to travel the area and make sure there's no sense of performance issues. And I've had none at all in stream. Everything seems really smooth. So I'm just going to carry on playing, really. Probably to about 12 o'clock, as there's not many people about today. So I'll just entertain myself, do my checks. And I'll finish up probably about in 10 minutes so if no one joins me. I've had a couple of people pop in, but I know, you know, I started a bit earlier today. And
yes.
Who's this? Oh, there's Jean. Oh. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. I haven't edited this part, so this is Skyrim. And it's nav mesh. I've done nothing around here, so. Oh, what the hell? Nice E and B grass collisions there. I really like the grass collisions. That was good work by Victor. Oh, that's her. Okay. Followers following nicely. It's all good signs. Now there should be some enemies up around here, I thought. I might not have hit the triggers to release them at the quest stages of the main quest or the Dark Brotherhood quest to release them. So it's very smooth, folks. No issues right now. Again, I haven't done a lot of testing in the Folkreath area, so I've wanted... Oh, let's just deal with this guy. Excellent. There goes his guts. Brilliant. Now, where am I going? Let's try up here. Again, around this area, there is a TPOSC home. There's lots of enemies and stuff, but some of the, obviously the dragons and some other enemies have to be triggered by the main quest or by the Dark Brotherhood questline, right? Because a lot of the extra spawning enemies are released by those two main quest completions, or as you complete certain stages of the main quest and the Dark Brotherhood questline. What time of day is it? Okay. Let's just do a visual. Always a nice thing to do. Actually, let's just whack the frames on as well. That's even better. When you're in free cam and you're not seeing any... That's good. Alright. Direction. I'm going to head up this way. So about almost, well, I say almost, every area I've been visiting in the last month or so, there's been no signs of distress. All that's gone. It's taken months and months of work, but this mod pack is, you know, like I say, is almost there. There's a couple of things still I need to sort out. The snow, I'm still not happy with the snowy areas, all right? So I've got to work on those snowy areas on the mod pack. But the E&B preset is done. You know, I think that's pretty much finalised. I'm just going to check a couple of, like I say, the island mods. And I'll do that over the next few days. I'll do that online as well. We can do those together. I want to get up to... this. That's right, I'm going in the right direction now. And again, I've just checked some interior caves and dungeons and stuff. It looks really nice. The skyline looks good. I use a very simple grass mod as well. I use, see if I can say this right, Vrembrosium, I think it's called. And I actually use the old version. Am I just getting, hold on a minute, folks. It could be, my PC could be doing something in the background. I thought I felt a pull there. Maybe that was my imagination. Frames look alright. What was I saying? I use a very simple grass mod because I don't like too much grass. In the Folkreath area, I don't mind it. But what I do is I generally reduce the values to about 9 on the different types of grass used and to a value of about 75. I know some people will, you know, they like a lot more grass. They like the more modern grasses that are out there, but they will come at a frames hit. You know, you are going to hit on your frames if you use those. What's going on over there? What I like to do is to get everything balanced out. But what I really like about this EMB preset, folks, which I said earlier and I'll say it again because there wasn't many people here then. There is, with the EMBs and with all the modding that I've ever done, there was never that consistency between the foreground and the horizon and the middle ground. Whether it was because of the EMB or LODs or whatever. But with Dindu LOD 3 Alpha and with the 2020X or the Parallax pack that I'm using, and just with, you know, the graphics cards and everything now, I get a very consistent looking environment, and that's why what I really love, and why I still really love playing Skyrim. Are these bandits? Who are these? Are they threatening me? Or they are? They got. Yeah. Okay. If you say so. Hold on, folks. I am cheating. If you're wondering what the hell's going on, look at those arrows. If you're wondering what's going on, folks, if you don't follow my work normally, you know, I'm a mod author and I'm testing this mod pack, the CMB preset and everything else, and I'm testing it. So I don't want to be fighting for 10 minutes all the time. I just want to dispose of the enemies and move on. What I do in my own personal play, of course, when I'm offline, sometimes I do tests where I just use normal weapons, so I have prolonged battle play, because of course it's important to have extended battles, because you need to see that the game doesn't crash or react badly when you're under duress, when there's a lot going on. But I do that in my private time. Now you've got Spriggans in the area, which is TPOSC, and you got extra wolves as well. You'll find a lot of heal. You'll find a lot of Spriggans in this area, okay? And when you hit certain triggers, you'll actually find, I'm not going to tell you where, but somewhere in the Folkreath area, you'll have 10 to 12 Spriggans attack you and ambush you when you've hit, when you completed a main quest, okay? And that's a real challenge, but you have to complete a main quest phase for that trigger to be hit. And that's why with TPOSC there's always something new, because even if I've had people say to me, and I know I experience it myself, you know, there's things I forget about, and then you know, sometimes it's not 6 months till I oh, there's another Spriggan, there's one just there, look, see, I place them just inside the tree so it looks like they're coming out of the tree. She's a weak one, but there's varying Spriggans of different strengths all over this area, and they all spawn at different, well, some are consistent. They'll spawn from the beginning of the beginning of the game, and some are released by triggers when you complete quest stages. So what I'm saying is, I'll just deal with these cocksuckers. Sorry, excuse my language. Oh, come on. Thank you. Ooh, better heal. Oh. Okay, pretty intense. Feels like it at the moment. Well, I'm Wolfie. Okay, pretty good. What time is it? Let's see if we can... Let's have a sleep. Can I sleep there? I can in a minute. So what I'm going to do now... Let's just have a look. Let's just save up and have a look at the sunset. Let's have a look at the sunset. That's pretty. Okay, we're not getting a... Oh, yes, we are. It's a subtle one. It's one of the more subtle sunsets that I've created in there, that yellow. But I like the misty horizon there. That looks nice. And that's the Setting Sun's preset, folks. obviously, you know, with this mod pack. Looks nice. And again, those logs are good. That's the mill down there. That's the TPOSC mill that's added by Half Moon Mill. And we got the player home there, the tall tower. Okay, there's a player home there. This looks nice. Okay, so I'm pleased with that. That looks very positive. And again, no real signs of distress or anything like that going on. Let's sleep through to the morning then. Let's just have a little rest. What the hell? Oh, and a nice sunrise to boot, folks. That's the light just kicked in there. Good. Okay. Just check the lighting in relation to... Let's just bring up the frames a minute. I thought I felt a pool. Okay, I need to check this area out. There is a bit of a pool here, so I reckon I might need to tidy up some nav mesh or check a few other little things. Nothing major. I mean, it's easily fixable, I'm sure. I haven't actually edited this area. Not this particular cell. This, you know, Knife Point Ridge. I haven't touched it, I don't think. And there's nothing close by of TPOSC. So, yeah. So that will be Vanilla Skyrim. So I'll give that a check. We've got a lovely sunrise coming. And it looks so nice, folks, at the moment. Again, like I say, the CMB preset is pretty much done. Pretty much there. The light's starting to penetrate over the mountain there. It's starting to show on the landscape. The fog and the clouds, you know, are quite nice now, so... Good, good, good. Let's go. Okay. Where's the way out? I want the actual... Where's the door? Where's the... What am I doing? Get a grip, Nesbit. That's... what I'm looking for is the exit, the actual exit of the camp. It's through here, I think, isn't it? Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Nice, okay. Like that a lot. And again, what I'm going to do is, I will put this mod pack out, but I'm actually going to create a separate pack for the Skyline. I'll do different variations. I'll do more real dark or richer sort of fantasy ones, more subtle ones, depending on your taste. So I've got 5 files that creates these sunrise, or 6 files that creates these sunrise and sunsets, and I can edit them, well, to virtually into anything I want in terms of coloration and stuff like that. So I'll just put the pack out to start with, and then I'll slowly add some variations as time goes on. So you've always got a different skyline to look at, which I just think that's one of the reasons I liked, you know, when I was matching up these EMBs and changing values, I was always thinking about being able to, you know, what I'm trying to say is make the mod pack as diverse as possible so you could do more with it. You know, if you got bored of looking at the same skyline, you can mix it up. Even the clouds, in terms of whether you remove ethereal clouds. I've got ethereal clouds loaded up, and another mist mod in cloud. I've done lots of different things which I'll make technical videos for, so you'll all understand what it is I've done and how you can alter things if you want to alter things in the mod pack or with the EMB preset. So actually the only real work I've got left for the EMB preset now is doing all the technical side of it. Some videos to help people understand what it is I've done and where I've gone with this. Let's just move forward a second in the light, get some light. Gets a bit brighter now. And again, the sun's not passed over the mountains, so there will be some shade going on here. Let's just... some shading, you know, shadow and all the rest of it. And then there we go, there we go. Now it's, there you go. See, now it's risen above the mountain peaks. And that's what I really like about this preset as well. You know, you get this continuity of the mountain ranges with the lighting. And so you've got to big up, well, the certain mod authors and certain mods that I'm using. Dyndu 3 helps with this, of course, as well. So, you know, the occlusion panels and stuff like that, I think I've said that right. You know, you don't get shading coming through or light coming through the mountains and stuff like that. Lots of different small technical things that make Skyrim very much a pleasurable game to still play, you know, especially in terms of aesthetics. So yeah, and my followers still following me, so that's good, you know. I'm pleased about that. Ooh. Now, this is 3D trees, which needs editing. I've got a patch for 3D trees, so I can edit that. I've noted that. That tree needs sorting out. Oh, poorly timed. Cool. Let's just check out this cave system, folks. I just want to look at the lighting. I'm not going to sort of do the whole cave. I'm just going to go in and have a look at the lighting. See where we are with that. Oh, that looks nice to me. I can accept that. That's, again, I've got
a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I've seen all I need to see. That's nice. That's just a quick lighting test I wanted to do. And again, within the EMB preset, if it's too bright for you, you can easily darken the interiors with a simple change of value in the master file in the EMB preset. Okay, we're raining now. That's good to see. Splashes of storms by power of 3. I think I've got that to a level that I like. In some environments, the splashes are more noticeable. Matthey's 3D trees, of course. There is no other choice in my book because of the 3D plants and everything that you get with it. So I'll update. I've got a 3D tree patch. I'll correct that. That's to do with Matthey's. I haven't edited this area. So that's just a tree that's floating there, which I'll sort in my patch because we don't want little things like that. We're going to go up through here now, I think. Finish off this area for another 10 minutes or so. And then I'll be on my bike. Just check out the glossiness or the wetness look of the EMB preset. I mean, it's fairly heavy rain. I guess it's not overdoing it. I might edit those values before the EMB preset comes out. I'll see. I don't mind it, but it might be too wet for some people's eye. Even the trees, with the ambient sort of values, I quite like the fact they look wet. Maybe I don't like that lighting there. I might need to change the values up a bit here. Let's see. Now what's this here? Oh, I'm going around in circles. Let's I don't know, let's just push forward. I've already been up here, haven't I? Duh. Okay, let's crack on and stop going around in circles. You're not going to die. God, oh, what the hell? What was that? Wow, man. Wow. Something exploded there and it took me with it. I thought I was dead there for a second. Ah, Sprigging. Sprigging trouble. The TPOSC coming out of the tree there, folks. That's a... Now, what's going on? Dear me, something's hitting me hard. What is going on? I can't even see. Oh, there was another Sprigging there. Oh, the same one. I thought I killed it. A dry bed. Okay, up we go. More trouble. Oh, my bandits. This is a small bandit camp, folks. I just remembered this one. I forgot about this. This is a TPOSC bandit camp. Just a small one. There are about 7 or 8, there's about 10 bandit camps around Skyrim, different locations. Okay. And I'm almost done here. I'll be finishing off in a minute, folks. Thank you if you've joined me today. I appreciate your support. Like I say, the E&B preset will be out soon, okay? And the mod pack will follow in the end of February, after I've done a few more tests and made sure everything's okay, you know, and just finalised and checked, you know what I'm saying. So where should we go? Let's go this way. Let's save. We're going to hit the TPOSC border hold here, the White Run border hold. Rain's starting to ease off, that's nice. Yeah, it's consistent all around me, it's dropping away. It's nice. So we enter the TPOSC Whiterun border hold. This is one of 3 border holds, I think, for Whiterun. No, 2. I think it's 2. We'll head to Rorikstead, but I'm just going to check out the border hold here. And the Folkreath border hold is literally just a couple of 100 yards. There's 3 Folkreath border holds that I add, and the first one's just up here for Folkreath, but we won't go up there. Just going to check out this border hold, and then we'll head to Rorikstead, and I'm going to finish up, folks. For today, it's been a positive test, but the final testing for the E&B preset will continue until I release the mod at the end of this month, and even afterwards, because I'll continue streaming with the TPOSC E&B preset. Right, who's this? Is that a... that's a courier. I think that's an Imperial courier or something like that. I don't think he's a trio that's normally about. Let's have a look.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
Okay, I've had no issues with my follower. She's followed me totally and continually, so that's been good. Yeah, she's keeping up without issue. That's always a good sign, folks. And again, like I say, I haven't had any issues with the followers for a long time, or any issues of any great note. Small little touch-ups, things like that. So, you know, when the E&B comes out, it should be okay. And the mod pack is even, you know, more so. It's been tested for a long time now. And like I say, I'm at the stage where I'm happy with it. It's, you know, come February it'll be out. The end of February it'll be out. And I'll just take that extra bit of time just to make sure everything is as it should be. Who's this? It's a Redguard.
What's a milk drinker
oh,
like
right,
you
okay.
doing out
He's
here?
a spawn. Okay.
Go home to your mother. That's right.
That's all right. He's spawning and moving along. That's good.
Why? What are you gonna do? Cry? God, you're boring. Son of a...
Oh my god, I got bloody... Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Oh, he's gone. That's all right. Whoa, yeah, you got to watch that as well. That caught me out. That explosion. With Total Carnage or whatever, sometimes killed enemies explode and they'll knock you off your feet. It's a nice touch, but... Okay, we're coming up to the TPOSC Roykstead Market, and you know, like I say, if you don't know TPOSC, this is what I do. Every town, city, and village is modded, but fairly lightly modded. You know, in most cases, and then I do a lot of outskirts work as well. There's a TPOSC horse traveller there, and this guy. That's all right. He's a courier, isn't he?
Important deliveries
yeah,
to
okay.
make. No time for chatting.
He's doing what he should be doing, so that's good. And I'm just going to go to the vendor here.
Good afternoon. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Okay. And there are a few things to pilfer if you're a thief. Okay, but most of the items are just static items, just to set the scene, if you like. I'm just going to get some...
Yeah. Take a look.
Potions and lockpicks. And then I think I'll leave it there. We'll go to the inn.
Alright then.
No one hides from the dead.
Oh. Brilliant. Excellent. Okay. I love the way he has blood and guts come out of him, even though he's a ghost. TPOSC Civil War spawn on your right hand side as we enter Roykstead. And as you see, the horse traveller, the Argonian on our horse, pathing through. Like I said, there's the TPOSC Civil War spawn. The tundra looks nice. Nice clouds there, nice horizon. We're going to go into the inn, folks, and I'm going to finish up. It's time for some food. And again, if you joined me today, thanks so much for joining me and listening in. I hope... Oh, what's going on here?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. I have a letter here for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Riches beyond imagining.
Oh, there you go. The start of
inscribed in ancient dwarven ruins
the Forgotten City.
I believe they mark the entrance to a forgotten city.
So, I'll just wait for her to finish speaking.
My brother went
our
a few
roundup,
days
folks.
ago and hasn't returned. I need someone I can count on to go in after him and bring him back alive. I've heard great things about you, which is why I'm asking for your help. I'll be waiting for you in the ruins. Please hurry. And remember, riches beyond imagining.
Warm drinks,
Cassia.
warm beds.
Okay. So again, you know, I edit the inns, folks, most of the inns, all of the inns except for Old Heroden and Nightgate Inn. It's all patched to work with Lux Interiors. So there you go. And that's it, really. I'm going to finish off here, okay? I'm now going to have some lunch and I'll come back and do an hour tomorrow just to carry on talking about, you know, the mod pack and E&B preset. But as I said, to finish off, the preset will be out at the end of the month. The mod pack at the end of February. It just gives me time just to double check everything. You know, don't need to rush it and make sure it's all spot on. So, you know, when it's put out, people can enjoy it with no issues. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's going to be pretty much 99% perfect. And maybe just need a few little touch-ups here and there, if at all. So, there you go. I'm going to save. And I'm going to say ta-ta. I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim. And good gaming, folks.